Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worrying. I get it, the odds seem stacked back against the wall, but even consider it such, know you'll stand tall. Sat and watch from the sidelines one too many times. Wicked games we play make me wanna lose my mind. Found solitude knowing it'll be over soon. Ever need a boost, count on me for the 1-2. Trouble don't last when the tough get going. Baby, all we do is win, so show me my opponent.
Good morning, my love bugs. It is Saturday morning. I think it's March 27th. I could be wrong on that. My voice is not great, so please excuse my voice. I'm just a little bit under the weather, but I'm okay. I'm just going to get these 2 videos of Revs done so we can be all caught up. I'm sure you guys watched it on some other creators' channels. As usual, I'm late. So enjoy, my love bugs.
So yeah, if your IQ is above the room temperature, you could probably guess what I'm in.
I think I'm gonna go with a tent. I think I'm gonna go with a tent for 100, Alec. If that's correct, my best guess would be you're sitting in a tent. So I don't know why you thought that would be so hard for people to figure out, but yep, homeless in a tent. Congratulations.
Oh, Rev is in like an insane asylum in Harrisburg. You know, the state the state hospital for the rest of his life. Well, maybe you're right about that. But I can't really try and hide the fact that I'm in a tent. So yeah, I'm in a tent, the location of which will not be known, but I'll tell you, I can make this a fucking rant and rave. Yes, I'm still wearing this shirt. For those of you that are gonna go to me, that's really weird that you're still wearing Ezzy's shirt. Well, it's not really Ezzy's shirt, okay? Yeah, she gave it to me and wanted me to model it for her.
Oh, is that what happened? Ezzy sent it to you and wanted you to model it for her because you're such a fine specimen of a man? Get the fuck out of here. How about the fact that you've had that shirt on for 7 to 8 days straight? It's not even about Ezzy. Ezzy doesn't exist. Ezzy is a 55-year-old woman married with children. That's who Ezzy is, you stunod.
Yeah. But everything that had to do with her, in my mind now, has pretty much been inverted this way. And I'll say that about the whole end of the Tommy arc. Oh my God. Deal. You call it the Uncle Tom arc. Yeah. The end of that arc of the story was very bad on my part. There you go. You're gonna say, oh shit, she got to him. That's it. That's all it took. Oh, I heard the name of Demetrio. There's a crew. You have to have a crew. Because if you don't, you get lonely out here. You just start drinking. And then drinking leads to, I support and love it, but weed smoking. And then weed smoking leads to sometimes meth and other things.
Oh, so he admits that drinking leads to smoking, that stuff. And then that leads to meth. Wow, that's quite an admission of you.
Seen it in front of me. So if you want to say, well, Rev, that sounds really conservative. I thought you were a progressive. I am. I think they should legalize all drugs. I think that all drugs should be legal with no penalty of law. Why? Because it's just your choice to do them. Why are they illegal substances? Well, Rev, because they kill people. Yeah, guns kill people. We have a Second Amendment that gives us the right to have a firearm. So why don't they have the right to put some, figuratively speaking, a firearm into their hand and inject it in themselves. That's not my business.
Addiction and using a pew-pew are not the same thing, Jason. They're not even close to the same thing. People with addictions who would have access to rugs legally would all suffer immensely and probably die. So what the hell are you talking about?
That's why I'm a libertarian. I've always been a libertarian. You call me a libertarian progressive. That's what I am now. I was lied to by a lot of different people that I should consider myself a conservative. Why? Mainly because I call myself a Christian, which is bullshit. Jesus Christ would not be for guns. Jesus Christ would not be for wars, Don. Never knew war. Wars are bad. Always bad. Oh my God, I can do a really good Trump with this new voice of mine. I wasn't sure of something. Give me 1 second. So then you have every Christian denomination go, well, you know, I know Alex Jones is a libertarian Christian guy. I hear him go, yeah, that's absolutely the facts, folks, that Trump has always been a conservative his whole life. And he kind of kept it low, didn't talk about it much, and hung out with the liberals and make friends and shit like that with his taxes and stuff like this. This is Alex drinking whiskey talking about the system, you know.
Jason really prides himself on doing imitations of other people, and he thinks that he's very good at it. However, your parasocial relationship with Alex Jones, Jason, is creepy, it's cringy, and you don't sound anything like him. So please spare us the secondhand embarrassment of you trying to sound like anyone other than your crazy self.
And I would hope he would say today, if he was on whiskey talking about the system, you know, Trump's a son of a bitch. He lied to me. He lied to hence all my audience. How do you know how many billions of people listen to me on a daily basis, folks? Are you reading this, Alex?
No, you weirdo. He's not reading this. He's not listening to your live stream. He doesn't even know that you exist. Like, when are you going to stop talking about Alex Jones? Because he does not know you.
I know you love me, man. Like, straight up. Because you were going to hire me.
I'm so sure that he was going to hire you, Jason. I'm so sure that that's what he wanted. He wanted to hire you for your immense knowledge on everything, right? Get the fuck out of here. No one was going to hire you.
It's like, well, you know, Dykes might be leaving in a few years, not sure. I could use you there too, you know, as a major producer. Aaron Dykes was like pretty much the lead producer. I could have maybe had that position if I could prove that I know the internet well enough, and I think at that point I did, you know. But I turned that down, and that was probably a massive, huge fucking mistake.
So Sue and I are very confused, because if you were offered a job of that magnitude with no education, and all you had to do was know how to work the internet, then why wouldn't you have taken that job? Oh, let me guess. You had too much money and you didn't think you had to get a job. What, if any of this was true, what a fucking mistake.
Because if I took the job with InfoWars, then I would still have a position at InfoWars. Well, maybe not. After all the Trump shit, maybe I would have been like Aaron Dykes and said, you know, this is dog shit. This isn't what we stood for, and I'm not going to be here anymore. I'm going to go with my cute girlfriend and create his deal. Aaron Dykes, a great guy. Okay, had him on the show a few times. Aaron Dykes. How's Rob Dew doing out there? Holy shit. Dew, you support Trump still? There's zero chance. Will you placate the toad? Alex, you know, the golden toad? That's what we call him. You know, will you placate him? Yeah. Why? You want a paycheck? Dude, I'm in a tent down by the river. No, there is no river here. What the fuck am I talking about? Chris Farley, You know, it's not a van. I'm living in a tent down by the river, you know. I fucked up. You know, I'm reminding myself of sort of like Woody Harrelson right now. Okay? Or maybe that's just complete hallucinations of being in a spot between heaven and hell and earth in the same. It's between those spaces that where I'm at exists. Because it's called the homeless, which Charlie would have told you is what?
Knock, knock, motherfuckers.
Holy shit, I'm making a video, Demetrio. I'm ranting. I could pause it.
Well, that was uneventful, wasn't it? He doesn't come back after that. After Demetrio came to his tent, he says, I'm going to pause it, and then he just never comes back. So now we're going to go to his other video, which is a little bit longer. So we'll see what that's about.
So, all right, I was in a tent, and now I'm outside, like the Lord was, in the light. He said that, you know, it's written that all the teachings that Jesus did, he did in the sunlight, in the open. Why? Because we're not like the oligarchy, the bullshit, the fucking overlord, reptilian, in cases reptilian, it's not all reptilian, in certain case, sorry, I just had a beautiful slice, bigly beautiful slice, folks, of Sheets pizza, which is highly rated. I would rate that at least an 8, maybe a 9. So I was feeling good for a second, for a certain reason. And I said to myself, I want to make a video for the folks because it's bullshit. You know what I mean? I want to say thank you to everybody. And yeah, that would include Jules and Frank and all of you guys that, you know, it's like, oh, we don't like each other and we're going to have feuds and then we're going to try and be friends. And then when I say that God told me I should be with Shanny, you're going to turn your back on me and treat me like shit again. So, and that's just show business. There's no business like it in the world.
This isn't show business, Rev. This is life. You're not an actor. You're not a famous person. Your YouTube is not Hollywood. Like, I don't understand why he says shit like that. It makes absolutely no sense. This is not show business, you jackass. And you're damn right that people are going to be mad that you got back with Shanny, because you had a lot of people supporting you when you left Shanny, finally, and now you're brought her right back into the mix. So yeah, those people aren't going to have to want to have much to do with you because of it.
That's true. But I look at my beautiful girl here that I love. And I'm glad.
Oh yeah, you're really lucky. She is a stunner. She is a stunner, Rev. All you have to do is look at your beautiful 550-pound girlfriend and realize that she's again an anchor strapped to your ankle. But keep trying to make it like it's a good thing, Jason. We won't know the difference.
We're having this experience. I mean, if it has to be with somebody, I'm glad it's, you know, with her. But my main message I wanted known, and the reason really in the beginning was the spark of what made me do the video, and it's rambling as usual, but that's part of what I do, you know. I just want to say that humanity as a whole doesn't really give a trash about homeless people. Sure, the church will do cool things and go out there and say, we'll feed your ass, we'll clothe your ass like Jesus said to do, you dig? But the real rejects, you know, the ones that, for whatever reason it might be, and I told you mine is real weird. It's just that YouTube decided that my reputation was worth laughs enough to make my life unlivable in terms of an actual career anymore. And that's why I continue to talk to you, because it's pretty much my only option now. Could I go into the National Guard because I'm pretty fucking physically fit and maybe have a $5 million plus type of salary that I could feed Shanny on and all the beautiful things that she wants to have and all the...
So according to Grok, you the age cutoff is 42, Jason. So you're cutting it pretty close. And on top of that, they do check your moral background and make sure you don't have any crimes in your past, which you don't have that. You have crimes. So I don't think the National Guard is going to be a good pick for you, considering that you're going to be using it to feed Shanny and... Shut up. You're 42 years old already. You are out of the running, sir. Find a fucking job. Find a job that hires kid kickers. Hire someone like yourself. I don't think so. I don't think so.
delicacies that are cool. If you got something to be blessed with it by Jesus, then you take it and use the fucking cocksucker, right? You dig this. So I'm just saying that in general, and especially I'd say I would put a ridicule on Scranton government, because that's where I am right now. I'm in Scranton, PA. The Dunder Mifflin Paper Company, Dogshed NBC, that basically use the city for income, and really don't bless them that much with nothing. How many, let's take a guess here, of how many trillions of dollars, we'll start there, does the streaming services make on watching The Office? Every, say, year. Let's go with that. Yeah, I'd say probably 4 trillion, somewhere in that. And as it gets bigger, which it always will, because I mean, they're starting to have smartphone, satellite type, crazy internet access in Uganda, and places that are, before you know it, they'll be with the pygmies, and they'll have a 5G tower right in their fucking pineal gland. You know what I mean? Just like us. That's why we're so destroyed, insane in the membrane, insane, not no brain. Do you know what that song was about? It's MK Ultra, really.
No, Jason, no. Insane in the Membrane has absolutely, hold on a second, no Insane in the Brain by Cypress Hill has no connection to MK Ultra. Okay? I don't know where you got that information from, but a simple Google search could have told you that you had no idea what you were talking about. If you want to read about this, pause it and read it, but I'm just making a point.
At the end of it, that's what that song's about. But it's very much openly telling you it's satanic. That's a satanic song to tell you that we are going to make you insane in your membrane. Do you get that? You see, as I'm saying this, I see a cross. Wow. All right. Wow. Wow. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I see Jesus on the cross right now.
I think that you're hallucinating, okay? I don't think you're seeing Jesus on any cross of any kind. You are hallucinating. Why? Because you're mentally ill and refuse to take any medication for it. You are not seeing Jesus on the cross in front of you, Jason. You can't be that deluded. You can't be that stupid. Do you really believe that you're looking at Jesus on the cross right now while you sit in your tent? I can't. I cannot. This man lives in an alternate reality, and he expects us to believe it.
I have an open vision. It's as it was, he just said, and he's hanging there. Whoa, I'm sorry. I'm having like a spiritual moment with you right now on a video I'm recording, Oh, I feel protection and Jesus in the air. Like this land is anointed that I got my feet on for right now. Not because I'm some kind of awesome person. I'm a piece of fucking dog shit. And Shanny would tell you that. I ain't a PDF and that stuff, though. I'm not a wife-beating asshole. I'm not a... all that bullshit she said, it was because we were mad. That shit, it is what it is. And it came out on the internet, and I feel horrible about it. So actually, I'll probably name this video, I'm sorry Shanny lives. Or if she says Shanny lives, I don't know. I think it's Shanny lives, but she's always Shanny for Christ to me. I really wish she would take that name and use it forever, because it's a beautiful... If you don't want to keep the old one, then make it Shannon for Christ. Make it something new. Rebirth name. Shannon for Christ. Get rid of the Shanny, because man, yeah. That name is what you would now call infamous of YouTube, Shanny. So change that. Be Shannon instead. You're the real Shannon anyway. Not that other, all the guys thought she was hot, whatever her name was. Whatever, that's Shannon. No, you're the real one. See, I love Shanny, and it's... The only thing I worry about out here is her. That's it. I could go home to the Lord tomorrow with a heart attack because my dad died when he was 47 of a massive coronary where 99% of his main pumper in his heart was blocked off. And it was even a miracle that he was living, really. That's what my Uncle Dave said, who was a heart surgeon. He said, it's just a miracle, Eileen, that you weren't, that Billy wasn't driving the car, or the truck. We had a 90 Caravan, I think it was, or 87 Caravan. It was really nice. My dad built it out in the back, and it had like a place to play cards and have a drink. And there may have been a fucking fridge in there, but a real nice place in the back where Mom could sleep with me and we could get rest. It was awesome.
I'm sorry. It sounded like you said where Mom could sleep with me in the Caravan. How old were you? 20? Until you stopped sleeping with your mom? Nothing weird about that, psycho. Nothing weird about that.
I had that right now. Holy shit. But anyway. Life is very interesting, I'll tell you that. But I praise Jesus for an open vision of him on the cross. And I just have to ask you, uh-oh, here comes Jesus, right? He's going to talk about the Bible. I click off the video. Well, you just killed yourself again. You get this. If you clicked off my video when I mentioned an open vision of Christ, and I have a question for you, then you're going to go to hell. You're going to be in the lake of fire, man.
And who are you to tell anybody else that they're going to go to hell? Who are you to say anything? You do realize that you have a terrible reputation because of the actions that you've chosen in the past. Also, the fact that you kicked an autistic child. But you're going to talk to other people about the lake of fire. You're the hugest hypocrite I've ever met.
It's a fucking altar call right now in the name of Jesus. You know, it's been way too long since I did anything like this. And yeah, I could have JC do it for you too. You know, I do love Jesus, you know. He's my Lord and Savior and everything like that. And I really do love him in my heart of hearts. That's all pink and sparkly on the insides, you know. I really love Jesus, you know. He's my Savior. And as you can really feel God in a place like this, because I'm out here homeless with Jason, fucking asshole. I'll always tell you how much of an asshole Jason is because he's phony. He says that he's always nice to girls, but then he treats Shanny and me like dog shit all day because he's a fucking asshole. I hate Jason. He could fuck himself. Even though he is a little hot. There you go. There. Oh, people love that. That's my drag character. Shanny. Oh, she's like whatever. No, she's just relaxing in there and she's beautiful. And I love Shanny. Wow. Is that Air Force One? Bro! Air Force One! Holy shit. Blue and white. Blue and white fucking Trump.
Fuck you, Trump.
No, I'm good. I will. You know, holy shit. That was Air Force One. Shanny literally has said twice now, fuck him, and gave it the middle finger. I can't disagree. I ain't getting into heaven. People tell me, probably my odds aren't that good. Yeah, that's right, Don. You tell the people exactly what you are as a lesser magic, very low IQ Mason. But at the same time, he's not dumb at all. That's the secret Trump. The Trump you see is the one where he's on the WWE with fucking Vince McMahon and he gives him a stone cold stunner and it's bullshit, it's stupid dog shit, and it makes no sense. Now I'm seeing Don over here with his fucking hair. What the hell is that about? Fuck you. You're an asshole, dude. You know, you betrayed everybody. That we thought you were something and you're dog shit, you know? You're worse than Obama. Way worse. Why are you way worse? Because you convinced people that you were a populist when you were a fascist in your heart. Barack Obama believes in progressivism, and he's open about it. Well, with a Democrat veneer, which is very polished and awesome looking. Barack Obama is a perfect political specimen, in my opinion. If they ran him again, he would win in probably 97% of the vote. Something close to that, I would guess. Maybe high 90s. High 90s, folks. The big deals. Against Trump, no doubt that Trump loses. He loses big. Whoa, that was real good.
Oh yeah, guys, that was real good. No, it wasn't. Me and Sue say no, it was not. Your impressions, again, are cringy as fuck, and you're better off not doing them because it just makes you look like more of a stunad than you already do. No, that was not a good one. Sorry.
That was a really good Trump. I'm proud of myself. Could you please pray for Shanny's tooth? I'm going to ask for prayers today in the name of Jesus for Shanny's teeth. They are done. And it might be a little while before you hear from her. I'm not sure because of that mouth situation.
I don't give a fuck whether I hear from Shanny or not. That's number one. Number two, her mouth situation has been going on for years. You guys had the money to get her teeth fixed and you wasted it on stupid shit. There is no one that's going to fix Shanny's teeth for her. Medicaid might pull all of her teeth and give her dentures, but I would have to look into how that even works. If she's even a candidate for that. Shanny's teeth have been a problem for years, and now it's becoming an even bigger problem. She's going to be toothless soon enough. So I looked it up, and in Lackawanna County in Pennsylvania, Medicaid will pay for a pair of dentures for her. That would mean that you'd have to take her in, have all of her remaining teeth removed, and then fit her for a pair of dentures, which we all know Shanny's never going to do. She's just going to let them rot out of her head until she's just a gummy mess. So she could take advantage of this, but will she? Probably not.
But I really do love her, and I praise God that we came back together. And we were able to put that past aside But even bring it up and talk about it maturely, pretty much. We've both been on sides where we could look at it and talk about it a little bit. At first it was, no, I can't talk to you about that. Let's just not talk about it. But now we have had opportunities to talk about it and be serious about it. And I think it's mostly mended. I think I could say from my end that I'm sorry for all the bullshit that I did, because I did do bullshit.
Yeah, it is your fault, Jason. You're the one who started all of that shit because you thought you had another girlfriend who was going to come pick you up and take you to her 3-bedroom home and live happily ever after. And when you figured out that you were being catfished and that person was never coming to get you, then Shanny was good enough again. She didn't do anything wrong that night. You did. You're the one who had people on the phone making fun of her, calling her fat, all kinds of shit. You're a terrible person. And you guys know me. I have no use for Shanny whatsoever. But watching what went down in that house was absolutely atrocious and abusive, Revs way. So I don't know what else to say about that. You treated her like shit, and you're lucky she ever spoke to you again.
100% I did bullshit. And it was all scripted, sort of. All I needed to be was performative and shit talk. That's all that was required of me. And I had...
Oh, now we're supposed to believe that whole thing was performative art? Are you fucking stupid? Are you kidding me? If that was performative art, then you two should really head out to Hollywood and see if you can get jobs. There was nothing performative about that horrific, non-stop fight that you two had, so stop lying.
At that point, I was so done in the relationship, which is accurate, okay, that I said, fuck it, I'll do it. I'll go as negative as I can. But if you noticed, I never once would say that Shanny was a bad parent. I never once would say that Shanny is a bad person at all, other than how I felt at the time was her narcissism that had gotten triggered. And that's not her fault. Because with BPD people, if you are knowingly pushing them, which at that point, I was seeing it as just fun for the last hurrah, because I knew that Tommy could no longer do the shit with the house. It's over, for sure, okay? So there's an element of it that I was thinking about Tommy, because Brent just a week before showed up at my door, and he said, Jason, please listen to me, there's things going on, and I need you. And he didn't even say it to me, but I said, you need us out. And he said, yes. Any way you can, you need to leave here now. This is not your place anymore, and it's just, there's a lot going on. And he said, when I said to him, I thought I lost my family, because of the alcohol, really. The worst thing I ever did was pick up a drink, and that was at my cousin's wedding. Well, that's where it started, my alcoholism. Because I was like, I don't drink. And his buddy went, dude, it's a fucking wedding, you gotta drink. And he was like 37, I think, something like that. I was like 19 or 20, something like, I don't know. And I took the drink, and I was like, wow, this makes me feel good. And that was it. I drank a little out of my mom's liquor cabinet when I was a kid, but that was really nothing. That wasn't anything real bad, you know?
Most of us have drank alcohol out of our parents' liquor closet at some point in our lives. However, for Jason, that was the beginning of his alcoholism, and it was probably from the loss of his dad. I'm being completely serious. That was the beginning of his alcoholism. Not at a wedding, not at anything like that. He was self-medicating at a very young age with alcohol, and that's a fact.
I could have had more, but I got to a point where I was like, oh, that feels good. And then I just stop it and not drink anymore, and so I didn't vomit or nothing. But any knowing analyzer of these things, of alcoholism, whatever professional, that psychiatric shit, I guess. That's why when you go to a behavioral health unit, they'll have AA there, because addiction to alcohol and every other substance ties in with behavioral health, i.e. psychology, right? Yeah. They always have groups that you can go to in these places, behavioral health units. Guy Singer has one, the place I told you about, Brooklyn, not Brooklyn, bitch. Brook Glen, okay? Those places, they have groups that discuss things like dialectic behavior therapy, or DBT.
Yes, most behavioral establishments or facilities will offer AA and NA and drug and alcohol counseling. What was the other thing he said? Oh, the dialectic behavioral therapy. Sound like anyone, Jason? Because that's the only kind of therapy that Shanny knows about, so obviously it's rubbing off on you now.
And then they take you through that shit over a course. If you're there 2 months, they cycle only things out a month. That's what I was told at Brooklyn. So if you're there 2 months, you will have seen every single course pretty much that they're going to have for the year until they rotate new material. So they're helpful places, though, especially if you're homeless and mentally ill. like Shanny and I are, okay? They have resources that can get you on the right track, which, well, I'm going to tell you the main people that have helped us here. And I'm going to be straight up with you.
Aw, look, we got a little glimpse of Shan doing what she does best, laying in the horizontal position, laying down like she's back at Uncle Tommy's. Look at all their snacks. Look at all the shit that they have. Is that a toothless Sasquatch? Nope, that's just Shanny, wide awake, listening to everything that Jason says, but she's too ill. She's just too ill.
Straight up as I can be, okay? It's you, guys. I'm being real, man. Whoever gave, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because you made this happen with a pretty sleek thing going on here. And it does, bring a tear to my eye. It really does, that you would care and hook us up the way you did and provide a lot of cool stuff that we needed, including that, yeah. And they'll go, you're buying them cigarettes. No, it's things that every homeless person kind of desires, and we're just here to provide to, give them out. Because everything when you're homeless is a tithing table. And I'm going to tell you that at the 20th hour, right now we're at the 20-minute mark of the video, that Jesus Christ is coming soon, and if you don't know him today, then you need to know him now. Not you need to know him yesterday. The day before yesterday, you should have known Christ in the womb. Well, you knew Christ in the womb.
And that is where it ends, my lovies. I don't know what's going on with him, where he just doesn't put an ending on his videos, but that was just more of Rev ranting about absolutely nothing. I'm not even that excited about this video. If you liked it, please hit the like on your way out, because it really helps my channel a lot. But the videos like this do not. This was not as entertaining as I would have hoped. But I guarantee you they go live today, and if they do go live today, I will be sure to get the video done today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it wasn't very entertaining, but I did the best I could. I love you guys very much. I'm gonna go take some cold medicine now, and hope that I get my voice back in time. But I hope you all have an amazing Saturday. I hope you're all having great weather, and I hope you're all spending it with your loved ones and your friends. So have a great day, my love bugs.
Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement.